Even though Donzo has COVID and in his weird fugue state of illness decided playing me would be the best thing to do, which is a really silly idea, but there you go. So let's go in and give him a good hiding, shall we? Because that'll make him feel so much better. Oh, goodness sake, can't even type. We are the USA. We've got, I think containment might be the play here. Because it means we can event and repair De Gaulle easily. We can hold Fidel for blockade if that happens. I think, yeah. I like 442 and containment just in case they use socialist governments. So let's plug my opening hand in. So we've got Fidel, and we've got Suez, and we've got De Gaulle, OG, and then we've got NATO and containment, independent Reds, and special relationship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 442. Yep. And we'll go containment. Yep. So, yeah. I think worst case scenario is SOCGov cooing Italy. Purge is annoying. Israeli war could be problematic if they clear us out of the Middle East, but hey. Well, that's step one. This could be very bad. And this is going to be a 4-op coup. Marshall, yep, very nice. Deep breath. Oh boy. So we will have to use our 4-op card, which is a bit of a waste of containment. Hey, that's a counter coup. Dodged a bullet. So next up is push into Malaysia. Could space Fidel. I mean, actually, Suez is even better for us now that Israel's been cleared out. So actually, yeah, we want to hold Fidel for blockade. We don't want to space this turn, I don't think. Because Suez is 4-ops for 2 out of the UK, which is a sweet deal. All right, so we will go. Let's start with 1 into Malaysia, 1 into Iraq, 1 into Costa Rica. Asia's dropped. Yes. 1 into Costa Rica. If we're going to do that, we want to drop Suez first. So let's do that. So 1 to Malaysia, 1 into Costa Rica, 1 into Iraq, 1 into Canada. Just make NORAD even less playable. Yeah, that's fine. That makes the most sense after seeing that play. So I think next up is De Gaulle, right? Oh no, wait, I suppose we want to take Saudi. De Gaulle can wait, yeah. So let's take Saudi. So by the end of the term, we definitely want to take France with De Gaulle. And then overprotect it against socialist governments. But taking a rock isn't shabby before that. So 4, 5, 6 special relationship overprotect. Yeah, fine. Asia's dropped. Middle East is to be scored, but taking a rocks sets us on the way there. Gets one more coup in. Neat. The one time I don't boo. Sucker. Yeah, let's be greedy and take a rock. We're setting ourselves up for a really gross Muslim rev, but... So de Gaulle, take France, special relationship, overprotect France. And maybe put 2 in Jordan for domination if he doesn't take it. Panama's annoying, but we can wait, and now at least with Costa Rica we've got some adjacency. And with Asia having scored, pushing on Europe and the Middle East is probably the best thing to do. Sweet. Take South Korea? No. Cause his own trouble. Okay, that's fine. De Gaulle, take France. We've got Truman to come to the rescue. If it comes to that. What we can't do is dominate Europe and the Middle East at the same time. Now he's in Panama. If he does play the China card, the CIA duck and cover 5-year plan gambit is on. He's smarter than that, but it's probably worth noting. Ah, shut my mouth. This will be a negative scoring card. Probably Europe scoring? Oh no, he's got no cards because he played during intervention. Okay, so we wanna... I think we just want to be very cautious. So overprotect Europe. Yeah, that'll do. Not exciting at all. We got SOTGov, which is good. We got Truman, which is nice. I guess duck and cover's the play. Because we've got Indo-Pakistani war. Yeah, and he's played both his war cards. So yeah, that's good for us. It does mean he might be able to pitch a scoring card for cheap. But we've got some clean ops. Yeah, so it goes. Four ops to level up the Middle East, evened it up even. If he doesn't, we go Jordan and push into Israel. But ideally, we want to take Pakistan or Thailand before Decline and D-Star are both in the deck. Ugh. But we definitely want to take Thailand because we want to invite him into Pakistan before the war. So I have Truman, Indo-Pakistani war. Oh, 2 4-up cards in the deck as well. Ugh. He played Arab-Israeli war. 7. Yep, okay, back up to date. Man, so many cards. Oh, yeah, okay, well, that's not great. Yeah, fine. Okay, so we definitely put 3 into Thailand and make him use the China card if he wants to flip. He doesn't fancy it. Okay, that's good for us. All right, so we will use Comic-Con and we will take South Korea and Thailand. Make sure there's no shenanigans. We'll blockade Sotgov, Space Fidel, event Indo-Pakistani war at some point in the turn and hold Truman for a clean op. But I think we just want to try and keep our nose in front for the moment. Obviously, Africa's a problem and D-Style could be its next own problem, but one problem at a time. That's fine for us. What does he do with it? Wasn't paying attention. India and Laos. Okay, so Pakistan is just as bad as India and does more damage. So let's event it before it gets any worse. 5 or 6, please. Boo. So it goes. Uh-huh. We will now belatedly Space Fidel. Hooray. He gets off to space again with Formosa, which is very wise. So we will blockade away Sotgov. And we will put another 1 in South Korea. No, Korean War's still to come. Let's get domination in Europe. Yeah. I know it's scored, and that keeps NORAD under pressure as well. I think we'll finish by taking Malaysia because we can put some pressure in Asia and put them on the defensive in terms of their operation points. I mean, they just take 2 to fill India. It's not very exciting, but yeah. Okay, so we'll go Truman 1 Malaysia. No, 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 not event. No, 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 no. Influence. Alas, we got CIA. But I think we want to use it. So they got NASA. We got D-Style. Oh, yeah. CIA. They got defectors. We got Middle Eastern. Oh, they got test ban and purge. Oof. And Vietnam revolts. Rough. So I guess we're getting purged here. Oh, I think we're going to have to use CIA created. What's the alternative? Middle East scoring. They'd have to coup the hell out of Iran to flip domination. But they can use a 4-up card. I think. Okay, well, we'll keep CIA in the deck. This will either be 1 VP or 2 VP. If they purge us, it's 2. Actually, there aren't great coup targets on the board, so actually keeping Defcon at 3 and keeping CIA in the deck is probably better. That's not a great turn 3 hand, apart from the fact that we got D-Star. Like, intrinsically, this is a good to great hand, simply because of that fact. Oh, okay. Well, that's great for us. He wants ops. Okay. Asia and Middle East gone, which means we can now use Cambridge 5 with a bit more impunity. And if he doesn't purge us, we've got a bit more wiggle room. So we can't get hand shortened. So I think we space Fidel, because we don't want to give up more of Central America and hold D-Style. As long as NATO isn't active, filling the UK is less exciting to me. No. So we're only at a victory point because he used defectors. So we will space Fidel before they have a chance to space 2 cards. They may not have any, right? Because we know they've got NASA Purge, Nuclear Test Ban, and Vietnam Revolts. If they play Vietnam Revolts, we'll take Vietnam and the Philippines. I'm willing to be greedy on both defending Thailand and yeah. Okay, well that makes sense. What's next? Next, we will use Warsaw Pact to take Mexico and Cuba. We'll take Guatemala because if he coups it, we can counter coup to get our mill-ops this turn. But we'll just try and keep out above water. Africa's obviously a major issue, but it's also currently solvable by Voice of America, for example. So, one problem at a time. So we've got NASA Purge, Vietnam Revolts, and 2 other cards. Europe hasn't scored. Okay, Vietnam Revolts is gone, so I do want to take Vietnam. And so does he, because he's not an idiot. Alright, we will take South Africa because he's going to have to play into Botswana and give us a coup. So Cuba, Guatemala, and 1 free op. If he plays into Botswana, we coup. Alright, so let's start by... Let's take the Philippines, because that's worth a VP. We'll not worry about Cuba too much for now. We'll overprotect Mexico against Libthi and Junta to an extent. And I guess we want to take Portugal to redominate Europe. Purge and 2 others. With Middle East scored, it makes you and I on. Burma. Okay, fine. So we will use Truman to pop another 1 in Mexico. So they got Purge and 1 other. I think they're holding Purge to be rude next turn. No. Very neat. Fair enough. So, Central America scoring could be worse. We've got Indo-Pak War, which helps. Libthi could be a problem as good. Sorry, Libthi Punta. Indo-Pakistani War is worth another crack on Pakistan at some point, but not immediately. So I guess Central America scoring is probably the play, and hope for a lack of Junta/ABM. Eastern a Summit, Portuguese Empire. U2. UN intervention's gone. Indo-Pakistani War, Jean Paul, and Formosa. Yeah, let's go Central America scoring. I think he's going to purge us, so let's just get that out the way. Since preventing Indo-Pakistani War, we don't need to event Portuguese Empire and coup Southeast African states. Purge. Oh no, they got Junta. Oh, that's... Oh boy. I mean, he'll go to South America and have a crack on Mexico, I guess. And we'll hope that it rolls low. Rather than 2 Mexico, coup Mexico. Or 2 Guatemala, coup Mexico. But we'll see. Worst case scenario has come true. But I expect to see 2 Venezuela, coup Mexico. Yes. Fails. Okay. Europe scoring drops for us, sympathetically. So we will space, won't we? Ah. Every one of those 50-50 spaces for a VP gain is pretty big. So, event and coup Portuguese Empire, Southeast African states, because we want to hold D-style. Those are the rest of our cards. Eventing Formosa Resolution is just a massive op sync. And Indo-Pakistani War flipping obviously would be beneficial to us. Or if he puts 2 into India before Burma, we go for India. But with Asia scored, I just don't think he's going to do that. I think he's got South America to colonize first. So the South America and Africa are really bad for us. They are the areas that we could come unmoored very quickly, although we're only a Muslim revolution away from getting burned. Oh, so maybe we're going to get purged quagmired. That gives us a way of getting rid of D-Star. Let's go Pakistan. Ugh. If he does quag us, we've got 2 cracks with our 3-up cards. It makes Portuguese Empire Crumbles a lot less attractive. Oof. Okay, so we'll event on Paul. I mean, while we're under purge, eventing stuff is fine. In my opinion. Good debating skills. What do we like? Europe's gone. Middle East's gone. A 1-op realign on Venezuela. Oh, or Nigeria, I guess. Or do they just go either side? Yeah, let's go Venezuela. Alas. And now he plays into Brazil. Okay. Yes. Let's event Formosa, right? Because it's 1-op. What else are we going to do with it? Yeah. It's not great, but at 1-op, if we can fill Taiwan before he does, then we can set up domination. There's a lot of one-stab Southeast Asian battlegrounds we could flip. It doesn't create a problem now, but it sets up a problem for later. Potential problem for later. Okay, that's nice for us. We will use U2 incident at this point, and we'll move it to Israel as well. That now at least means we can't get cleaned out of both sides of the Middle East with Muslim Rev. And we finish the turn if we don't get quagmired by eventing and cooing Portuguese Empire Crumbles and praying we flip Southeast African states. Or we're in a bad way. So 12 removed. There it is. Let's pray. Hey! Whew. That's a problem solved. So brush war. Africa's Arsenal's great. Lot to work with here. Arsenal away Africa scoring is great. But nuclear subs is nice. With brush war in our pocket, and that means we can hold Arsenal another turn. So nuclear subs. Muslim Rev is nasty. Iran and Iraq are the most juicy targets for sure. So we just want to get cooing on stuff. Space one of those. Use these. Oh no, we want to hold us not for lone gunman. Mm-hmm. So we give him Che, which he can use to coup Costa Rica. And now we coup. So yeah. He'll counter coup it, because that's the obvious place. And we can start coup wars. Oh boy. Oh. Just enough. Never better, still very bad though. So if he plays into Saharan states in Cameroon, we're in a bad way. Oh, Decol's also bad. So after all that, we will pitch. Oh, yeah. We'll ask not away. Africa scoring. Portuguese Empire. South Africa unrest. And we got lone gunman. Can't write that stuff. Ah, well. So it goes. OPEC's currently only worth 2. Could be worse. And we use brush war before we use flower power. Yeah, very sensible. So OPEC's now a space card. Let's go. Brush war on. See, the problem with Venezuela is no, because if they play into Colombia and we're successful, we can voice America, Brazil. Ugh. So now we coup Venezuela and hope to voice of America him. Rough. But we space OPEC first, I guess, because he thinks we're out of options. Is one ever out of options with the nuclear subs? Lone gunman can be pitched with Cuban Missile Crisis at the moment. So if we can back Cuban Missile Crisis, we're still in it. Public governments to space is real good. He misses, that's good for us. So let's now, we're not under duress, coup Venezuela again. Good. So now we are hoping against hope he doesn't cover himself against VOA in South America. Of course, he'd be mad not to. 13 removed. Am I tracking all right? No, 16 removed. Not got a clue, do I? Never a clue. To go Comic-Con. Yep. Blockade. They're all fine. Yes, Japan containment. Yep. Arsenal nuclear subs. Oh, that's yeah. Okay. Romania out. Brezhnev out. Thing is, with 2 ops, we can keep South America in. But I don't think we need to take the chance, right? We're 4 ahead, and we could just as easily get shafted in it. Yeah, let's not take a chance. And in fact, yeah, we want to keep Cuban Missile Crisis in for John Paul. Yeah, okay. That's a weird choice. I feel like there was part of me that wanted to keep wanted to keep South America in for us to flush him out. Okay, great. So we will voice America M. And we will take another 1 out of South Africa. So 2 VP OPEC. I think we overprotect Venezuela hugely. Yeah, that's worth 2 VP at least. And he's possibly forgotten that Taiwan's worth something too. In due course, let's hope. Deck is skewed very blue, assuming I've actually captured cards properly. Emit's now gone. What remove card am I missing? Formosa? Did I do silly? No, Formosa's in there. Subs John Paul Sadat. Snap, Formosa, John Paul, Nuclear, Emit, Arsenal, Containment. Arsenal? Yeah, that's the one. Right. And in the discard pile, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 40 cards? Yeah. All right, we're there. Deck skewed very, very blue. So, Korean War, which is a 1 in 3. Allende, which is pretty good. Willy Brandt, Culture Revolution, and We Will Bury You. What are you pitching? Panama Canal, bonus. All right, on that basis, we'll space OPEC. And fail. Southeast Asia scoring's a wash. We have We Will Bury You, so we can... Ooh. So we could salt VOA, pitch Lone Gunman. Yeah, that's quite nice. And everything's under a coup. That's interesting. Right, so Marshall Plan, We Will Bury You. Salt and Cult Rev. C. OAS. Shuttle Dip. This isn't a bad hand. Independent Reds. Yeah, Salt VOA is good, I think. Get Defcon up, get Lone Gunman in the deck. If he uses How I Learned to drop Defcon back down, so be it. But salting VOA is nice. If we can get Wheelberry off to space, we will, because it's worth several VPs. 3 for the UNI and two potentially for the space swing. But I think salting VOA here doesn't give away anything really in the headline phase. So we'll take the opportunity. If he's got Allende, we'll definitely go 2 to Argentina with OAS. So yeah, Korean War, Allende, and Willy Brandt are the last 3 red cards in the deck. Then we don't know where Duck and Cover, NORAD, NATO, Camp David, Colonial Rearguards, Grain Sales, Nixon, Alliance Bear Trap, and Yasuri are. Then How I Learned Latin American Arms Race and Cuban Missile Crisis are the last neutral cards. So the deck is skewed our way. Ooh, drops DEFCON, and I drop it right back up. So we will take VOA. And we will drop. Oh no, Salt triggers first. Ooh. So we Space Wheelberry and hold Lone Gunman. So OAS to Argentina, fill South America. We can Marshall Plan. We probably want to use Culture Revolution before he passes the China card. So taking Taiwan is it's a good moment to do that. In a way, I'm just looking everywhere except Africa. But they can play into Botswana, of course, which is a problem. A problem that we can resolve by immediately removing 2 from West Germany. Obviously, Salt is still in effect. That's a problem for us, of course, because it will weaken a lot of coups. What we can also do, actually, is VOA, Saharan States, Nigeria, Cameroon, and play 2 into Cote d'Ivoire and overprotect Nigeria. Which means if they do flush us out of South Africa, we've got another way of keeping some presence in Africa. Although it's not great. And they can coup Ivory Coast. Thinking hard. Quite a lot of ground to cover here. But I think we've got our lines. If he plays Allende, we OAS. If he plays into Botswana, we can go remove 2 West Germany, use Cultural Revolution to coup Botswana and hope for the best. If he goes to space, gives us the China card. Okay. Okay. So why don't we give him the China card back? And he can do it again. I've got to use Cultural Revolution this turn because we've got to space Wheelberry, so that's fine. It's a crappy tempo play, but it solves the problem. Another option is 2 out of Libya. If he attacks Thailand again, use VOA 2 out of Thailand, 2 out of Libya, because then we can level up the Middle East against a possible future Muslim Rev. And if Camp David comes off, Israel's safer. Although Arab-Israeli war's gone again, so that's good. I would really like to event Marshall Plan, I think, because it just helps overprotect a lot of Europe, retakes Canada ahead of NORAD. So I'd like to event Marshall Plan. So event, event, event. Here's NATO. Wow. Oh, well, there's Libya. Good work, good work. Okay, so ahead of that now, we definitely want to take Brazil. So space we will bury and possibly event all 5 other cards, or use shuttle diplomacy to take Taiwan. Mm-hmm. So we will go 2 out of Venezuela, remove Colombia. One out of Algeria. 1 out of Panama. That'll do. Not great, but it sets him back on tempo. He's still not cooing. One Panama, 1 Colombia. Yep, fine. So we will bury you. Oh, come on, NASA. What are you up to? Absolute howler. Yep. Good. Honours shared in a crappy space battle. Southeast Asia scoring drops for 0. Before he tries Thailand again. I think I like Shuttle Dip 3 Taiwan. It stops Asia being easily meddled with. It also makes Korea a 1 in 6 if Korean War comes back. Oh, Korean War's still in the deck. Eek! So event Marshall Plan or event OS, depending on what happens where. And then see about AR7 for the alternative. And I can hold one of those 3. Oh, please miss. Ugh, gross. Well, now the Taiwan gamble is a lot less interesting. Well, that'll teach me which way round is crucial. And let's do that in Europe. And hold OAS. Rough. If I'd gone the other way around, what was the roll? Nah, wouldn't have mattered. Oh no, with yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Fine. Probably it was a tempo decision. Flubbed it. So we'll finish by overprotecting Thailand. He won't want to do that anymore. He's got his battleground. We want to hold OS for its versatility, don't we? So with the reshuffle, I think we want to take the UK for special relationship coming back. Willy Brand is now protected for us. Man, arms race is rough for us here as well. You could get a red scoreboard with that. Neatly done. Still got Nixon and Yasuri to deal with. Okay, so we shuttle diplomacy to go Venezuela, Brazil, and the UK. Not ideal. Okay, well, we got Europe scoring. That's a bonus. Colonial rear guards can cause some trouble. It can also reduce our trouble in Asia. So, what did they get? They got NORAD, which is now problematic for them. Yasuri, we got Allende, which is good, because that means we can OAS over there with impunity. Right, so they got Camp David, they got grain sales, they got Nixon, and they got Bear Trap. Colonial Rear Guards is Allende, Willie, Yasuri. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so they got NORAD, Arms Race, Camp David, grain sales, Nixon, and Bear Trap. Whew. What else do we pick up? We pick up How I Learned. We pick up Remain in Abdication. Europe scoring. I like How I Learned here, I think. Because it also prevents arms race. Great. DEFCON 2-2. Try taking some coups, buddy. So we will definitely OAS, and then we'll sort out Chile before Ende drops. Colonial regards, we should probably fix Asia, because Africa's kind of in a bad way. Space Willy Brand, because we've got no other space option. I mean, if he gets to space first, no. And he's got grain sales to space. He's got bear trap though. He could self trap. That'd be great. He's going for it though. Venezuela? Oh, he's going that way around. Okay. We'll Could break Panama, but we need 1, 2, 3 more ops. Yeah, that's fine. That'll stop him wanting to walk round. So he's got 2 unknown cards. NORAD, Camp David, Grain Sales, Nixon, Bear Trap. Yep. Please miss. Ooh. I was so polite. What do we like? He's not dropping him. Doesn't do anything. Willy Brand's a 3 VP swing if we space, so I think we're going to use this series to take South America. Let's just drop Europe scoring now. He's got Nixon, so, but we want the China card, right? Because of Lone Gunman. We're gonna have to event Usuri. Yep, that will happen. Let's take the China card before he can use it for ops. NORAD, Camp David, Nixon, Bear Trap, and 1 other card. Of course, now we've scored, we can play Romanian Abdication, actually, which I hadn't stopped to notice. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we still need to event Irondeer, which is unpleasant but necessary. A lot of this is going to be whether Europe control happens, whether we get war games out, and whether I avoid DEFCON. Because Africa is a disaster. The Middle East could be worse. Asia's bad. I mean, Middle East can be solved by using the China card to pour 4 into Israel, but it doesn't solve the lone gunman issue. But his hand, NORAD, Camp David, Nixon, Bear Trap is pretty garbage. Successfully spacing Willy Brand would be quite big. But if we can fade Fidel as well, it might be that Europe and the Americas can carry us, even if the rest of the world is red. Also, he still needs Millops. Not that that's likely to be an issue. I think we go Space Willy Brand, Romanian Application 1 into Cuba. Chile. We want to tip Colonial Rearguards last, like 2 into Argentina is not bad if we do it quite late in the turn. That's another VP. Everyone counts. Shore up, fine. Can't be helped. So I think we Space Willy Brand now. Oh boy. I mean, tear down this wall and solidarity suits us well. Say it twice. Ah. And success. Huge VP swing. So Willy failed us. Romanian's gone. Indo-Pakistani was seeded. Big VP swing. So next I have to use Colonial Rearguards before I end to take Argentina. Ugh. And that takes us below War Games threshold. Like, that's a huge war. Huge. I mean, that's good for us. And that makes colonial rearguards less attractive. Yeah, oh boy. This isn't good, but... NORAD might come in handy here. So... he's played Camp David. So one of Nixon or Bear Trap. I think we know which one it'll be. Now, takes us back over the Wargames threshold. Okay, so I end A regrettably. But we're also going to put it in Argentina to make it less coupable. ABM's good. Duck and cover's good. 5-year plan's good. A lot of options here. A lot of options. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. ABM treaty. Duck and cover in case Missile Envy pulls. We will bury you. He's not going to be playing Soviet shoot down Cal, is he? So I think duck and cover's good. And then he can choose to take Chile or let me space first. Man, Africa's rough. But an ABM coup on Angola, Algeria. Forgotten what a world map looks like. Aldrich is bad here, right? It means we have to space Weaver and have to give up the China card because he'll take ABM treaty off us. Oh, I've given up a NORAD op, but I think that's fine. Oh, EU is nice. Oof. Eventing EU is pretty savvy. I mean, because Europe control always remains a backdoor option. Okay, well. That's a bonus for us. So if he takes Chile, we space, we will bury you. Although then he can missile envy us. So maybe we don't do that immediately. Although space is still very lucrative. Well, that's good for him. Okay, so let's take Chile. Where's our other one going? Nice. Spend it wisely. So space we will bury you, event ABM treaty. Yep. Oh, Roscosmos. So now we can event ABM treaty. Coup, Algeria. Biggest swing on the board? 5 or 6. Oh, oof. I will not, sir. Okay, we can get to Israel in due course. So Cal remains a DEFCON threat, so I think 5-year plan's a bad move. Although if he's got CIA, and he spaced Bear Trap, didn't he? Maybe 5-year plan is good. So Space We Will Bury You, Event Bear Trap, Event East European Unrest, finish with Iran Contra. NASA is ugly. I guess we don't need to take a chance on 5-year plan, do we? That's another thing. Well, he didn't fall for it. This is the worst space race I think I have ever seen from both sides. Normally one side is getting canned, but blimey. Yep. What do we think? Let's just event East European Unrest for now. Yeah, let's just not take any chances. A DEFCON loss at this point is shocking. As bad as Africa and Asia is, I think we've got our nose ahead. Well, there's Fidel. Well done. Yeah, one crack. NASA is regrettable, but we still want to hold the China card in lone gunman because we don't want to get DEFCONed. Okay. Europe's been scored. Oh boy. I guess we want to try and get to space and win before playing Asia scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess the alternative is shuttle diplomacy. We can Aldrich away lone gunman. Shuttle diplomacy, UN intervention, D-style into Taiwan levels up Asia. So that's a fallback, but we'll try spacing Latin American debt crisis, well, liberation theology first, right? So the headline remains shuttle diplomacy. Yep. Well, he gets his coup off without giving me an op, thanks to socialist governments. And he gets a free special relationship as well. If I refuse to discard with the Latin American debt crisis, should he goes to... Yeah. Latin American debt crisis actually is safe. So Live Theology is definitely the space card. And I can Aldrich away Lone Gunman. So UN intervention D-style to Taiwan. Hey, Donzo, look at your clock. Thought an hour would be fine, but the brain fog is a cruel mistress. I guess I don't, in inverted commas, need to win with war games. Muslim back in the deck? Muslim Rev is back in the deck, so there is that spectre hanging over the Middle East. Ooh, not Aldrich. Go Asia scoring, Asia scoring, Asia scoring! Oh, okay. Purge coup, nice. Big coup, big coup. But will space Libthy? NASA get there. Do you have a VP scorer? Africa or Central America scoring? Actually, are his only ones. Oh, in Iran-Iraq War. So there's 3 cards in the deck that could confer a VP or more. No. Oh, yes, gains 2 VP. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Happy to give up war games there. 4 cards. Miss Glasnost. It could be a tight finish. We are still only a Chernobyl tear down this wall solidarity from Europe control, of course, in turn 10. That's another likely outcome. Not likely, possible outcome. As well as Donzo evaporating on time. Takes the coup, which means we get to ditch. Oh man, that is big. So we can UN intervention Latin America debt crisis coup Colombia when he takes Brazil. But Peru's a problem too. We need to retake Europe domination at some point. So it's looking rough. Yeah. Truman's still in the deck, so Romania's the one. Yeah, it did. So true. That's fine. Asia's gone. UN. Latin American. Those are our remaining cards, and we're going to ditch those next turn. Cal's gone. That's good for us. So we will retake Canada for domination, and we'll put 2 in Peru to prevent the spear realign. That's fine by me. And now we'll see whether or not we opt to use the China card AR7. Oh man, it's only AR6. Ugh. Wow. Turn 10 is going to be a doozy now. Because we're only, what, 5, 10, 11 with the China card. And he's getting 5, 10, 16, 18 VP. So he's currently winning on the board. We will have AR10. Turn 10, AR7 even. Fine. VOA is really good. Especially under the circumstances. AWACS is a little late. Reagan bombs Libya, gets us VPs. I guess CIA denies the coup. So that's the headline. Brush war is sad. Algeria. Okay. Damn it, he's got Africa scoring. That's very impressive. Defectors. North Sea oil. Puppet governments. Cambridge 5. Thatcher the betrayer. One small step. Special relationship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Africa scoring. Oh man, rough. Let's coup here. 5's good. Do you want Africa scoring or do you want South America? He drops Africa scoring, we drop Central America, and then we try and get domination of South America as well. It's going to be really tight. But it's going to be less tight because he scores Africa twice, of course. But he's got South America twice now, so actually that's a wash. Oh man, using Voice of America and not turn 10 AR7 may have been an issue as well. Got greedy. So turn 10 AR7, we can break Middle East scoring. But let's drop South America scoring now. Yes. Let's coup to get Milops. If we coup Haiti as well, that would be fine. So he's got defectors, North Sea Oil, and puppet governments, and one small step. There's no way he's using North Sea Oil. It doesn't want to give us an AR8. So 6, 11, 17, 21. Oh, he's way ahead. Okay, so we will overprotect there. Of course, puppet governments is no good from either. All right, well done. Okay, cool. Oh boy, way behind. All right, so we're on 13 VP with the China card, and we are giving up 2, 8, 13, 18 VP. So we need a 5 VP swing. Realigns on Panama. At evens. Can't break the Middle East. Lose another VP. Lose another 2 VP giving up the China card. So that's currently -2. If I dominate, I got 3, 4, 5. So I get 3. It's a 3 VP swing. So that would go to +3, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16 to 6, 11, 16. All right, big money, no Amazon, stop. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay, big money, no Amazon, stop. So then now we get a realign on Cuba at +1, +0, or Argentina at 0. Cuba stands to gain the most. No. Did I do the maths right? Oh, you win by 1 anyway. Don't know what bit of the scoring thing I missed, but so it goes. I mean, it was the biggest leverage place anyway, and I didn't deserve to win anyway. A lot of fun. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know how I could have saved a VP at some point. But yeah, lots of fun. So, many thanks for watching. I will see you again soon. Right, I am going to cook dinner for Mrs. C, so I will bid you all a good night, and I will see you again soon for Itzel and Ritzel season. Looking forward to it. All right, bye for now. Thanks for watching.